मतलब इन सबका बेसिक थ्योरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट पूछ सकते हैं और लाइक सम रियल टाइम एग्जांपल्स एज वेल, राइट? यू कैन फाइंड द लिस्ट ऑफ the people working in it. Basically, for whatever position you're working on, just focus on that domain only, because you're looking for a software engineering position and you talk to someone in the finance team or the other, make sure that you have like figured it out. The first one is development. It can be any sort of development, web development for example, machine learning, data analysis, and the other thing is competitive programming.
If you are watching this video, then you are likely familiar with social media platform like Facebook, Insta, Twitter, and I guess you might heard about LinkedIn as well. Some of you must be spending hours on LinkedIn every day. You all very well know LinkedIn is one of the top professional platform where you can network with people, where you can get internship, job opportunities, etc. But what if there were a way you can get an internship at LinkedIn? Yes. That's exactly what we'll cover in today's video. So hello everyone, my name is Yash Sisodiya and welcome to the another episode of Pro Insight. And with me today on this podcast episode is Anika ma'am. She is a final year undergrad student at NIT Hamirpur. In this video, we are going to talk about how she cracked an internship at LinkedIn, what questions were asked in the interview, what challenges did she face being an electronics and communication engineering student, basically whole recruitment process, what resources did she use for practicing DSA, how to ask for referral, how to know about off-campus opportunities, and many more. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this beautiful podcast. Let's get started. Thank you so much ma'am for accepting this invitation on coming to this channel, for sharing your experience. So before starting, just we would like to know a brief introduction about yourself.
Hey Yash, thank you so much for inviting me to your channel. It is a great pleasure indeed. I follow your content and I must say the amount of hard work and efforts you're putting in to make these videos, it's really appreciable and impressive. Hey everyone, my name is Anika and I am a final year undergraduate at NIT Hamirpur. Currently I'm interning with LinkedIn, and throughout the course of video I'll be talking about my internship experience, basically the whole recruitment and application process, and what all I did in my college which helped me reach here.
Ma'am, my very first question is to you. What was the recruiting process? How many rounds were there? What type of questions were asked? Can you please tell us in a very elaborated way?
Okay, so talking about the recruitment and application process, normal cases में यही रहता है कि you see this opportunity, you ask for referrals and go to the career site and apply over there. But मेरे केस में थोड़ा सा different था, different in the sense that I got an email from the recruiter at LinkedIn saying that they have an opportunity open for ST intern and they share the application form as well. तो मैंने वहाँ पे apply किया. बाकी का जो process था, like बाकी के जो rounds थे और interviews थे, वो normal cases की तरह ही था, वो बिल्कुल same था, बस difference application process में था. So further, once after the application, there were 3 rounds: the coding test, the technical interview, and the HM round. HM round is the host manager round. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि like once you get the internship and you join the company, जो भी आप team join करोगे, उनके जो उस team के जो particular manager होंगे, वही आते हैं HM round में to take your interview. So like this is the major overview of the whole recruitment process. Coming to the coding test में ऐसा था कि they shared this link of HackerRank platform which had 4 questions. Majorly sub topics को cover करने को try किया गया था, and there were questions on bitwise operators, DP and graphs as far as I remember, because it was long back, so मुझे भी सारे questions याद नहीं है. I could do 3.5, like 3 questions complete हो गया था, and the 4th one उसके 50% test cases pass हुए थे. So like after 2 days, I guess, post the coding test, I got this email saying that I have cleared the coding test and now I have a technical round scheduled. Technical round में भी focus DSA पे था, तो मतलब 70 to 80% जो recruitment process है, वो DSA based ही है. It varies from companies to companies though, but in case of LinkedIn, it was majorly focused on data structures and algorithms. तो जो टेक्निकल राउंड था उसमें भी ऑन द सिमिलर नोट एक लाइव कोडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म का लिंक शेयर किया गया था एंड आई हैड टू डू 2 to 3 questions normally. Two if you are able to do the 2 questions, then they ask the third one as well. तो जो 3 questions थे, first question was based on strings. The second one was on binary search trees, and the third was TP. So I could do these 3 questions, and post the technical round, I got the email for HM round. HM round में ऐसे था कि they tried to mostly test my work ethics, and they talked about I talked about my projects, what all I did in my college. So basically they could test what all skills I gained उन projects को करते हुए और college में बाकी सब क्या क्या करा हुआ है. मेरे केस में because I come from this EC background, तो focus उस चीज पे भी था because how I managed everything along the CS का curriculum, because I don't have a formal CS curriculum. I haven't done this this major subjects. इसलिए उन लोग ने उस पे भी focus करा how I'll be able to pull off the tasks in future and how I'll be able to manage it. तो ये पूरा recruitment और application process था.
Amazing. मैम जैसे आपने मेंशन किया कि मैं ईसी बैकग्राउंड से हूँ, राइट? मैम मैं खुद ईसी बैकग्राउंड से हूँ, तो आई नो कि करिकुलम बहुत ज्यादा डिफर करता है अगर सीएसआईटी में से कंपैरिजन करा जाए तो. मैम आपने क्या क्या चैलेंजेस को फेस किया था एज एन ईसी स्टूडेंट? मैम अगर मैं अपनी बताऊं तो मैं मैनेज नहीं कर पाता कि उधर मेरे ईसी के सब्जेक्ट्स भी हैं, मेरी खुद की ब्रांच के, और मेरे को सीएसआईटी के सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़ने हैं प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए. तो मैम ये मेरा ही नहीं बल्कि काफी नॉन सीएसआईटी स्टूडेंट्स का डाउट होगा कि भाई हम मैनेज कैसे करें, कि उधर हमें असाइनमेंट्स भी करने हैं, उधर कॉलेज के क्लासेस भी हैं. तो मैम आपने कैसे मैनेज किया था इतना सब कुछ? हाउ डिड यू मैनेज ऑल दिस दिस कोडिंग स्टफ विद कोर सब्जेक्ट्स?
What really helps is that you have a good timetable maintained. By timetable, I don't really mean कि college के ये 6 hours हो गए, फिर after ये होगा, not a very hard and fast one. Just make sure that you have a good slot reserved every day for the practice and for the theoretical concepts as well. So time management and prioritizing. Again, don't talk to your seniors, talk to the people already in the industry, or the people who have been through who had the same journey. Talk to them, what really helped them. As I am from an EC background as well, I would say what I used to do was, after I'm done with my classes, uske baad mein I had the slot reserved for the CS basic concepts, right? मैंने ऐसे monthly, you don't have don't make these make some achievable targets, right? ऐसे नहीं सोचना है कि एक ही दिन में मैं इस पूरा सब्जेक्ट के ये 5, 7, 8 टॉपिक्स कर लूंगी और कर लूंगा. It's not the case. You have ample time with you. You have these 4 years to cover. Interviews और ये पूरा selection process end में ही होना है. So everyone has got the same time. Just अपना एक normal pace maintain करना important है. For that, make sure you have these achievable targets. They can be monthly, weekly and daily. तुम ऐसे कर सकते हो कि this subject I'll be covering in first 3 months or in first 4 months. तुमको ज्यादा टाइम लगेगा as compared to the CS people. I'm talking about the people who are from non-CS background. So you will obviously take bit more, even it can be a lot more than the CS people. It's fine. If they are taking 3 months to cover it, you can keep 5 or you can keep 4 or 5, something like that. It's fine. So just make sure you have these monthly targets, weekly targets and daily targets. And for DSA, make sure a good slot again. You cover at least 4 to 5 questions minimum. And jahan pe you feel stuck, make sure don't just jump to the solution right away. Make sure you have put in some good effort and then you can refer to others' solution, what approach they are doing is, because it's more of learning by doing. You can't तुम ऐसे नहीं सोच सकते हो कि you have done the theoretical concepts, तो अभी वो सब concepts हो गया है तो उसके बाद में सीधा questions होना start हो जाएंगे. Not the case, not at all. You have to practice and it's more of learning by doing. You will learn approaches throughout this. So it's completely fine. So time management is very important. Prioritizing is important, and don't compare yourself. It's okay. Everyone has their own different track.
मैम जैसे आपने बिगनिंग में मेंशन किया था कि आपको मेल आई थी, आपने तब अप्लाई किया था, तो मैम मेजोरिटी ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स का ये डाउट होता है कि भाई अप्लाई तो मैं तब कर पाऊंगा जब मेरे को ऑफ कैंपस अपॉर्चुनिटी का पता चलेगा. तो मैम हाउ टू नो अबाउट ऑफ कैंपस अपॉर्चुनिटी? कैन यू प्लीज शेयर सम टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स टू अप्लाई ऑफ कैंपस?
Okay, so if I talk about the off-campus opportunities, the biggest thing that can help you here is LinkedIn. Trust me, it's going to be very, very helpful in finding off-campus opportunities. Just keep your job alerts on LinkedIn and make sure that you have like तुमने वो filters लगा रखे हैं what all opportunities you're interested in, and you'll get the most relevant results where you can apply, and high chances you get those. So this is like one way of finding the off-campus opportunities. Though people are there on LinkedIn itself who share these opportunities as well. There are many pages. You can follow them as well. And majorly when जब तुम ये start कर दोगे ये सब follow करना, in the recommendations also you'll start finding the opportunities as well. But job alerts really help. Just make sure you keep the specific and the right filters, and you keep the job alerts on. That will help you out. Second thing you can do is, like in the beginning of second year only, I had done this. You can make a list of your targeted companies, what all you are interested in. तो उसका जब एक list बना के रखा होगा, तो you can like again and again you can check for the opportunities. Like अगर कोई वहाँ पे opportunity available है, you can go to the career site and apply it over there. तो एक is the job alerts. The second is just make a targeted list. A list of the targeted companies. And apart from that, बहुत सारी companies का ऐसा होता है कि they have these campus hiring programs. By campus hiring programs, I mean like just have to apply. Everyone will get this link for the coding test, and then like the normal process. These are like the 3 ways you can apply off-campus opportunities के लिए. Majorly, make sure you get the referrals because referrals really help you. बाकी cases में हो सकता है कि your CV, no matter how good it is, sometimes, like not always, it can be like a case that you don't get selected. Make sure you get the good referrals. So like these are the 3 ways you can manage to find the off-campus opportunities and you can apply over there.
Okay, great ma'am. Ma'am, जैसे आपने बताया कि referral भी एक अलग role play करता है, right? Ma'am, how to ask people to refer you in the company? Like how to ask for a referral?
Okay, so talking about the referrals, the foremost question is like where to ask for, like कौन सा platform होना चाहिए जहाँ पे you can ask for referrals. Again, LinkedIn is gonna prove very helpful in this, the LinkedIn Messenger basically, because people tend to check it, right? The other is email. High chances people miss it, but LinkedIn messages mostly everyone सब देखते हैं, right? So this can be a really good one to double check it. If you find like first of all whom to approach, right? So you see this opportunity on the career site or wherever you get to know about it, just for that company, in the people section, just type the name of that company, just type it, and in the people section you can find the list of the people working in it. Basically for whatever position you're working on, just focus on that domain only, because you're looking for a software engineering position and you talk to someone in the finance team or the other, make sure that you have like figured it out. The person you're asking for the resume is in the same domain as well, right? So first step is सब लोग को ऐसे सर्च करना और उनको कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेजना. आफ्टरवर्ड्स दे एक्सेप्ट योर रिक्वेस्ट, देन यू कैन गो फॉर द लिंक्डइन मैसेंजर. वहां पे तुम अपना रेफरल के लिए पूछ सकते हो, और द अदर वे इज ईमेल. लाइक मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल दे हैव देयर ईमेल मेंशन्ड ऑन देयर प्रोफाइल. कुछ के केसेस में नहीं होगा, बट दिस इज जस्ट टू डबल चेक कि दोनों तरह से एनी हाउ द मैसेज रीचेस टू देम. ओके, सो रेफरल के लिए जो वन अगेन द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज कीप इट प्रिसाइज. जितना छोटा होगा, लाइक इट इज मोर लाइकेबल, उसको जल्दी पढ़ा जा सकता है, एंड दे कैन लाइक इफ दे फील यू आर सूटेबल दे कैन गिव यू अ रेफरल. अब उस मैसेज का लाइक जो तुम रेफरल के लिए व्हेन यू आस्क फॉर रेफरल, उस चीज का स्ट्रक्चर कैसा होना चाहिए. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, कीप इट प्रिसाइज, कीप योर अचीवमेंट्स इन. You can start with the whereabouts, that you are from this college, you're in this year and pursuing this degree, and then you come to your achievements, the major achievements, like if you have some good rankings or good CGPI, or apart from that, like you have participated in some hackathons, and your project got selected, and your internship experiences, basically your past internship experiences. So all this in a line or 2 or 3, you can keep all these achievements summed up in that, and then make sure you mention the name of like the job ID, basically whatever you're looking for, jiske liye tumhe referral ढूंढना basically. So just make sure you have that job ID mentioned in that particular message, and share a link of your resume. It can be a link, you can share it in a doc form as well, like it depends on you, both are fine, it works. So yeah, so just this should be the structure about it, about your message. Don't talk a lot there, I would say. Just these are the important things: your achievements, your resume, the job ID, and your whereabouts. If the person feels you're suitable, after reading their achievements and looking your resume, they'll give you a referral. क्योंकि content बढ़ाने से कुछ नहीं होगा. If they feel like you lack somewhere, that you don't have those particular skill at this point of time, you may learn in the future, but अभी तुम्हारे पास वो skills नहीं है for that opportunity, and your skill set doesn't match the requirements, your message length won't matter. Okay, it's like whatever you put in, that won't matter. Just make sure that you keep the things precise, specific, and the important one. Also, one more thing. Initially, like तुम सब भी बहुत सारे लोगों को connection request send करोगे, and you'll tend to text a lot of people for the referrals. But once you achieve it, make sure you inform the other people that yes, I have received a referral for it, and please don't everyone will get annoyed of this, because if you have got it and that person is making these efforts to get a referral for you, that's very disregarding, I would say. So just make sure that you inform the other people that yes, you have already received it.
मैम, एक प्रॉब्लम जो मैं फेस करता हूँ, एंड आई एम श्योर जो बच्चे देख रहे होंगे वो भी फेस करते होंगे या कर रहे होंगे, कि भाई प्रोजेक्ट कौन से बनाए, कौन से प्रोजेक्ट बनाए, क्या मेरे को हर एक डोमेन से प्रोजेक्ट बनाना चाहिए, कि भाई पहले मैं वेब डेवलपमेंट सीख लेता हूँ, उससे एक प्रोजेक्ट बना लूंगा, एमएल कर लेता हूँ, उससे एक प्रोजेक्ट बना लूंगा. तो मैं मतलब व्हाट काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट आर नीडेड फॉर अ गुड रेज्यूमे?
Okay, so before talking about projects, one thing I would say is invest some good time in exploring content. By exploring, I mean is कॉलेज जाने से पहले किसी को पता नहीं होता है कि कॉलेज में क्या होने वाला है, सब लोग किस पे काम करते हैं, क्या प्रोजेक्ट्स है. सो एक्सप्लोर द डोमेन्स बेसिकली. दे कैन बी अ लॉट many. On a very basic level, there are two. Either you're interested in research or you're interested in industrial/corporate opportunities. If you find that you're really interested in the research opportunities, first of all you have to invest a good time to do that. ये figure out करने के लिए you have to invest some time in exploring these and doing a bit of these, knowing about this, right? So if you are interested in research opportunities, make sure that you maintain a good CGPA right from your first semester. Industrial or corporate के लिए you have to maintain a decent CGPA. 7.5 to 8.5 का range में हो सकता है, because most of these companies have this generally the cutoff. Some companies do have this criteria, a better CGPA wala, but most of the cases it's generally this range. But research के लिए make sure that you focus on your core subjects and maintain a good CGPA. Coming to the industrial ones, majorly in this case for computer science, there can be 3. The first one is development. It can be any sort of development, web development for example, machine learning, data analysis, and the other thing is competitive programming. Projects obviously will have development का और machine learning का या data science, data analytics का. Projects के लिए आप ये कर सकते हो that when you're learning the things, make sure you implement those as well. But don't include those very basic, you build some proof of concepts. Like, for example, I learned this one concept today and I'll make एक file का project. Doesn't make any sense, right? So you just write this one script and you include it in your CV. That's not a good thing to do. What you can do is, there can be 2 ways. Once you cover what course you're following, these can be these online courses or some books or whatever you feel comfortable with. So you can do that, and once you're done with that, you can look for some projects on internet, or you can talk to your seniors, or some of you are even involved in some technical societies where projects are considered, or hackathons can be a big major one. Okay, so like once you're done with, you feel like you're comfortable in building, because कभी भी ऐसा नहीं होगा कि तुमको लगेगा कि अभी 100% आ गया and now I'm ready to take any project. Not the case. जब you feel like okay, I have built this basic, मैं इतना कर चुका हूँ या कर चुकी हूँ, इसके बाद में मैं कुछ build कर सकते हूँ, ठीक है. तो उसके बाद में just make sure that you search for some hackathons in the same domain. If you're doing machine learning, there are many in this particular domain as well. You can look for some good projects and then you can start building those. Make sure you make a good, relevant, specific one in the field you're interested in. But to figure out what you're interested in, again, you have to invest some good time in exploring that. Like, keep first year pura, you can do that, right? 2 semesters exploring the things, perfectly fine. For the people who are like done with their first year and still have not figured out, like if you're in your second year and or in your third year and you feel you don't have some good projects, most of the cases अभी तक ऐसा हो जाता है कि that you know what you're really interested in, right? If you have not even done anything, you can like refer to some, like you can take a month maybe, or like 2 to 3 weeks to, you know, look for something, because by this time you'll be able to learn, क्योंकि you know the horizon it widens somehow. First year में जो था, third year में you'll be able to do the things in a better way or in a faster way. So like you can take a month to figure out the things, थोड़ा थोड़ा सब करके, थोड़ा courses देख कर, तो you'll be able to like figure it out and then straight away jump to the projects and make sure you're learning by doing, and not that you have, because you don't have ample time to first do the courses and then jump to the projects. So look for some good projects, even on some like online courses. There are some online courses on projects as well where they build the projects together. So like you can do those as well, or you can look for good projects and like search if there are any and then start building on top of it. So this can be your approach for projects. As I said, in resume, be specific that you don't include a lot of them and very basic ones, because no one would be really interested in, right? So just 2 or 3, more than enough. Their GitHub links, the stack, and like there can be a case where no, you are interested in more than 2 domains. Like मुझको development भी अच्छा लग रहा है या data analytics भी अच्छा लगता है. So in that case, you can like keep both. It's even more impressive if you have like data science का project or machine learning का project, and along with that you were even doing development, because you know you'll have these phases. जब तो machine learning सीख रहे थे, उसके बाद में एक project कर लिया, उस पर उसको include कर दिया, and then you were doing you were learning development और उसका project include कर दिया, or you were involved in some hackathons or in some societies and you did there, you were a part of it, you can even include that, but make sure it's a good one.
मैम जैसे आपने बताया था कि सीएस के करिकुलम के सब्जेक्ट्स भी काफी मैटर करते हैं, लाइक इंटरव्यूअर आपसे सीएस के सब्जेक्ट से क्वेश्चंस पूछ सकता है. मैम अगर मैं लिंक्डइन के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पूछूं कि क्या आपसे भी इंटरव्यूअर ने सीएस के सब्जेक्ट से क्वेश्चंस पूछे थे, क्या ये एडिशनल सब्जेक्ट बहुत ज्यादा मैटर करते हैं लिंक्डइन के लिए? मैम क्या आप कुछ रिसोर्सेज शेयर कर सकते हो कि ये सब्जेक्ट्स आपने कहाँ से पढ़े थे, और जो बच्चा नॉन सीएसआईटी से जिसके पास सीएसआईटी नहीं है, तो वो ये सब्जेक्ट्स कहाँ से पढ़ सकता है?
Okay, so additional subjects, as I talk from LinkedIn point of view, LinkedIn का जो entire मतलब for an intern, जो पूरा application और recruitment process था, उसमें additional subjects didn't play a very good role. Most, like the major focus was on DSA, as I said, 70 to 80% it was on DSA only. But again, it varies from company to company, and there are a lot of companies which focus on additional subjects. To mention those, object-oriented programming, OOPS, then operating systems, networking, DBMS. These 4 are really, really important. Like मेजरली क्या होता है कि DBMS का तुम्हें वो एक कोई SQL क्वेरी पूछ सकते हैं, नेटवर्किंग के बेसिक थ्योरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स, OS के कॉन्सेप्ट्स, OOPS में जो मतलब इन सबका बेसिक थ्योरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट्स पूछ सकते हैं, और लाइक सम रियल टाइम एग्जांपल्स एज वेल, राइट? So this is the case. If you go for some full-time opportunities, system designs like high-level design or low-level design, that's also involved. But internships के cases में ऐसा नहीं होता. They don't really expect you to know system design. These 3 or 4 subjects can be a case, but as I said, LinkedIn में इतना involved नहीं था, because also for most of the companies, DSA is the major focus, but somehow they can ask like 2 to 3 questions on these as well. So you should have some good grip on these subjects as well. Make sure that, you know, while you're being taught in the curriculum, you are like able to grasp the things. If not, refer to other sites as well. Like for me, I refer to GFG, Geeks for Geeks, and I did some Udemy courses on these. So these two resources really helped me out to cover all these additional subjects. So they play a good role as well. Also, you know, when you'll get into the industry, these are the basics and they are really required. OOPS हर जगह काम आएगा. OS, networking, DBMS, all of them are really important.
मैम एट द एंड कोई एक एडवाइस जो जूनियर्स आ रहे हैं उनको आप देना चाहते हो कि भाई कॉलेज में आए हो तो इस चीज को जरूर करना या इस चीज पर जरूर ध्यान देना apart from placements?
Okay, so final piece of advice is don't compare yourself. Trust me, whatever you're doing great, you're doing amazing as long as you're putting sincere efforts, as long as you're pursuing your interests, because you have figured them out, you're pursuing them, you're putting in good efforts, things are gonna fall into place at the end of the day. They may take a little longer time, but then it's fine. It's okay. Don't compare yourself with someone else. It's just that they have started early, but trust me, you know, there will be days तुमको ऐसे लगेगा you're not able to understand the things and you're facing a lot of rejections, whereas people around you, they are doing exceptionally good, really good. But trust me, सबका वो phase आया होता है and everyone has been through it. So it's just that they started a bit early, but which really doesn't mean that you're late, okay? At the end of the day, सबका pace different है, सबका track different है, सबका goals different है. So it's fine, it's totally fine. Problems सबका life में है, trust me. Like, don't compare your chapter 1 with someone else's chapter 20. You don't know what they have done in their past, okay? So you just keep on working on your pace. Don't get demotivated. Rejections are normal. It's okay. There are gonna be very tough days, one day at a time. सारा stress pressure एक दिन में लेने का जरूरत नहीं है that how you'll be able to like आगे कैसे होगा, placements आने वाला है. It's okay. सबके साथ में होने वाला है, सब जाएंगे, सब करेंगे वो सब. It's fine. And if the things are not going good and like if you are, you know, it's taking a little longer than expected, trust me, you're gonna get more than expected. Alright? This is my favorite saying that some things have to fall apart to make way for great things. So great things are waiting for you in the future. You don't know what is there for you in the box. Just keep working hard, put good efforts, and one very important thing is communicate. Talk to people, your seniors, people in the industries, your mentors, people who have been through the same phase, who have done the same stuff. Talk to them. It really helps. Experiences से तुम बहुत कुछ सीखोगे because you don't have that much time to, you know, do everything at your own. If experiences help, it's really good. Thank you so much, Yash, for calling me. It was a great time, and I must say that you are doing some great work, providing resources people out there. It's very appreciable, trust me. So everyone out there, do follow his content, subscribe it, share it, like help others also know. Like there are almost all of us sabka yahi situation, everyone is stuck. So if you can help out people, try to help them out, share his content. He makes really good videos and very resourceful, which is really gonna help out people. So do subscribe to his content if you haven't already. And Yash, you're doing great, and I hope that you keep on doing this stuff and keep on helping out people there. I believe that it must be, you know, helping you out as well. Like तुमको भी बहुत कुछ मिल रहा होगा सीखने के लिए. So it's just keep working hard.
Thank you मैम, it really means a lot. Thank you so much मैम, आपने अपने बिजी शेड्यूल में से टाइम निकाला और चैनल पर आए, स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड किया, अपने एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किए हमारे साथ. थैंक यू सो मच मैम. इसी के साथ वीडियो को समाप्त करते हैं. अगर पसंद आई है तो प्लीज लाइक करना, कमेंट करके बताना कैसी लगी, अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करना. अंटिल नेक्स्ट टाइम, सी